Welcome, viewers, to the Dr. Joe Show, the 4th episode.
Technically fitted to count my Sonic 20th anniversary special.
Yes. Now, tell them what we're going to be reviewing this special day.
Sonic
Doctor.
Adventure for the Dreamcast. Potentially the best Sonic game ever made.
Did I just call you Doctor? I apologize.
Alzheimer's patient.
I'm having Alzheimer's. Why do we have to wear these stupid hats again?
Well, I'm wearing it because Sonic Adventure is one of my favorite games ever, and you're wearing that one just so I can humiliate you.
Humiliation. That explains my entire high school year.
Yes.
What's up, Knuckles?
Yes, high school was the best 7 years of my life.
Yes. 8 for me.
Well,
I guess blowing up the science lab kind of held us back a few years.
yes, and when they asked us to dissect frogs and we turned them into cyborgs.
Oh yes, good times, good times.
Enough small talk, let's get into Sonic Adventure. Oh, by the way, more humiliation.
How dare you disrespect Shadow? Welcome back, viewers.
And now we begin our, going into the character gameplay.
And now we will be beginning with Sonic.
Yes, the main character, here he is in fully 3D, first game to feature his modern design.
And no, this is not the stupid Director's Cut version.
No, this is the original Dreamcast version. I actually consider it better. I think it has better graphics.
Indeed. Graphics are more nostalgic.
Yeah. And I honestly do think, considering it has a lot more nostalgia to it for me, mostly because they changed a lot in the Director's Cut. But in SA2's GameCube port, the only thing they changed were the menu screens, but in SA1's, they pretty much changed the whole game.
Except
down right
the
to
levels.
the buildings. Yeah. Anyway,
And now, what level will we be showcasing?
Speed Highway.
Oh yes, I love that level.
One of my favorite Sonic levels of all time. I think it, Metal Harbor, and Sky Sanctuary are my 3 favorites.
Of all time,
Yeah.
I can understand. Awkward silence.
Anyway, before I get into the gameplay, I believe you would like to go into the story a little bit for Sonic.
Indeed, Professor. Basically, Sonic has come across a new, powerful creature named Chaos, who seems to be working with Dr. Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik in this game. They just started calling him Eggman in it. But anyway, Chaos is incredibly powerful, but Sonic keeps beating him up, so Eggman keeps trying to make him stronger. And then eventually he destroys the entire city.
Yes. Well, that's basically it. And now for Sonic's gameplay. It's simple. It's very speedy. These levels are a lot more speed-oriented than Sonic Adventure 2. And,
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 had more of a platforming battle type.
And Sonic was very slow, very much slower compared to this game. But anyway, as we can see here, you got your standard moves. You can jump, and you just hold down a button to do the spin dash.
Well, you get an awesome light show.
You've got the new move, the light speed dash, where you can follow a trail of rings. And you have the new move, the homing attack. Although it was sort of already in Sonic 3D Blast and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but why should I get into technicalities? And
Nobody likes Sonic 3D Blast.
yeah. Oh well. I don't. I'll tell you that much. I don't. I think it was okay, but
The graphics are amazing.
the gameplay just lacked.
Yes.
But anyway, standard point A to point B Sonic stuff. And just to make it more nostalgic, they brought back destroying the capsules as clearing the levels. And you have your standard Sonic items, your speed shoes, your invincibilities, all that stuff. And we have our fun little buddy Tails following you. But in this game, you can actually beat him up.
Which is pretty fun.
Yeah, except he keeps coming back.
Yes, the immortal Tails.
Oh well. And as usual, you can plug in a second controller and play with him, but, being 3D and everything, it's really hard to keep up.
Yes.
And we're at Speed Highway, riding on a helicopter. Die. And I do enjoy seeing an all-new plethora of badniks and these amazing Dreamcast 3D graphics.
Oh yes. They weren't just generic shadow enemies like Sonic Unleashed.
Yes.
But I did love the robots in Sonic Unleashed.
Yes.
They were incredibly interesting.
Yeah. Let's just face it, a lot of the modern Sonic games, with the exception of maybe like Colors and Unleashed, have really generic enemies.
Yes. Sonic Heroes especially.
Yes. I think the only thing that saved colors for having the generic enemies was how it reused some classic badniks, but we'll get to that when we get to that. We're talking about Sonic Adventure 1 now. And now we're getting probably my favorite sequence in this entire game, running down this building.
It is pretty intense.
I know. And the epic music playing.
Remember when we did this with the Empire State Building?
Ah, yes.
We were testing our,
grade.
we were testing our latest invention.
Bungee horns.
Yes.
But then when we tried to sell it to a company, some guy already did it, but oh well. That was the best Thanksgiving ever.
Yes. That was the best third year of 8th grade ever.
I know.
8th grade was the best 5 years of my life.
Yes. 10 for me.
Oh my. 8th grade was not your best year, was it?
Oh well. Oh, look at that. I actually made it into Knuckles area. Huh, I've never been up here before. With Sonic, anyway. But anyway, off topic, viewers, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off the level, then we're gonna go on to Tails gameplay. I think we can just go back to Speed Highway with him. But anyway,
No, I say we do a different stage with him.
okay, I'm sorry.
You?
Okay, we're almost at the end of the level, but anyway, Sonic's gameplay is without doubt the highlight of the game. Probably one of the better 3D Sonic gameplays out there.
Indeed.
Anyway, the capsule, nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Ah, how I love thee. Now we move on to our next character, Tails. Miles Tails Prower.
Or some of you weirdos might know him as the star from Tails Sky Patrol.
Ah, that game.
But we're not here to make fun of it.
Yeah. We'll get to that when if we ever muster up the courage to review that game.
Our review, I mean laugh at.
Yes. I take it we're going to Casinopolis.
No. Oh, Wave Ocean.
You mean Emerald Coast? Tails isn't going
I'm
to Emerald
sorry.
Coast.
What?
He doesn't. See?
Oh my goodness, I think my Alzheimer's are kicking in.
Ugh. And just so you know, Wave Ocean was Sonic 06.
I know, I've been playing it recently. Great game, by the way.
You know you're gonna get a lot of hate for saying that.
I don't care.
Exactly.
I got a lot of hate in high school.
But anyway, enough of our corny jokes. Now, Tails' story basically is the same as Sonic's, up till about halfway through in the story where him and Sonic get separated, and Tails is just trying to find his way without Sonic.
Yes,
Because-
basically it's just an emotional journey with lots of flashbacks.
Yes. And I would have to say, this is without a doubt the best voice I've ever heard for Tails. Probably second best. I think the new actress, Kate Higgins, actually does a pretty better job with Tails.
It's still a woman, which is a bit
But he
disturbing.
sounds like a boy.
Yes, true.
But anyway, here they actually had an actual 8-year-old do his voice.
Thank goodness. Take that, Sonic. Basically, the gameplay is you race against Sonic most of the time,
Some of the last level, you're racing against Eggman.
which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And pretty much everything's like Sonic's gameplay except you get to fly.
Yeah. And you can't charge the spin dash, you can only just roll while you're running.
Yes.
Kind of like Sonic 1.
Wow, Sonic is quite slow this time around.
Ah, he probably just got stuck on one of those glitches.
Yes. You gotta love a game for its glitches, except Sonic 06.
Yes,
I hated those glitches with a passion.
They're everywhere. But this game...
Wow, did I just beat it? Wow.
Yeah, I should mention though, Tails stages are ridiculously short.
Exactly. And that concludes Tails.
I made it in time.
Well, viewers, so we're back with our third character, Knuckles the Echidna. And he's been away for a while
Yes. But he's back.
to kick some butt in Station Square. Anyway, I'm trying to think of a good level to go to. I'll go to Speed Highway again, because I just love that stage. But anyway,
No, I suggest...
put Red Mountain. Well, let's do Red
Yes, I was
Mountain.
trying to think of that. You know, Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
I'm also fighting bad cholesterol.
Yes. He eats 50 Big Macs a week.
With cheese.
Yes. And lots of pickles.
Oh, I hate pickles. Trust Tammy is Dr. Light. Curse you,
Isn't he
Mega
Mega
Man.
Man? Yeah.
Curse you, Mega Man.
No, it's Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily is amazing. He's my brother.
Anyway, story.
Story.
And not any more of your Mega Man fanfiction nonsense.
I love Mega Man.
This guy's not Dr. Wily's brother.
Yes, I am.
They met one time at that conference.
Oh yes, the Mad Genius Conference.
But anyway, really...
Good times. Good times.
Just talk about the story.
I was 14.
Knuckles' story.
I apologize. Well, basically, the Master Emerald has been shattered because Eggman wanted to release Chaos from it, which is basically the same creature that everyone else has been fighting, that is strengthened by Chaos Emeralds. So, Knuckles goes on a tangent, and then he goes and tries to find them all. All the pieces.
Yes, and now for the gameplay. I love to say this gameplay is a heck of a lot better than the treasure hunting gameplay from SA2.
Oh yes.
Mostly because you're hunting for all 3 of the emeralds at once, and it can detect them from farther away. Like as you can see, over here I can still detect the first one. And so now I'm detecting the second one. Aha! Ah! Oh hey! I was on the wall and I died. But anyway, I should explain Knuckles' moves. He can jump, he can glide, he can cling onto walls and climb up walls, much like he can do in most of his appearances. He can't dig on walls though like he can in SA2.
That's preposterous.
Oh well. I will admit though, digging was a lot easier to do in SA2.
Yes.
Here-
SA2 is the superior game.
Shut up! It's the one superior game.
Silence. I am Dr. Dark Wily.
Will you stop that? You've had one too many tequilas.
I don't drink.
Much.
I don't drink.
Now anyway, you have your punch. It's a pretty cool move. I believe this was the first time in a standard mainstream game Knuckles could actually punch. Anyway, to dig, you have to press A and B at the same time.
Which was a little
And hey, look,
stupid.
I got invincibility!
Yes. You are now Super Knuckles.
Yes! Ah, Super Knuckles. Why was he forgotten?
Yes. I can't believe they made him pink though.
Were they gonna make
They should have made him like purple or black.
like Scourge's super form?
Beige.
Why am I even talking about the comics? Scourge's the only character worth mentioning.
I hate the comics.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about the comics, we're talking about SA1. But anyway, the levels, unfortunately, just like SA2, they do drag on for a long time, the treasure hunting levels do. And I think it's kind of stupid how they gave Knuckles yellow gloves in this game, even though they are optional to get, but you're gonna want to get them. But anyway, that's about all there is to say about Knuckles. Very simple.